Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Prescott now from the 50. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you look at these 2 teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Prescott. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The move for Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Pick it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw The sign is complete on the diving effort. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Play action now. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. 20! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Dillon. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. So now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Dillon now off the option. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He's got this one complete to Rodgers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there, complete to Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That's complete to Rodgers. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. He finds his man complete. That's Terry. That catch good for only a couple. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now this time, Rodgers will throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Amari Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score 4th quarter deficit. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run a 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Rodgers throwing here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.